Well, hello there, everybody. It is late afternoon on the 6th of July, Saturday, and it's been just a hair shy of 2 weeks since I basically went off the air on YouTube, and I think I really owe my subscribers an explanation because I know so many of them look forward to my daily videos. Uh, but the last 2 weeks were, what should I say, kind of heartbreaking, simply. And when they say bad news comes in threes, they weren't kidding because a whole lot of bad news the last few weeks. So because of that, I decided to stop actually taking videos and uploading videos because our budget had run down to zero and we just didn't have the money to keep the internet up and running. And Beth is so much easier able to do it through a phone. I use a laptop, and it's a whole different scenario between uploading from a phone here in the Philippines and uploading from a laptop in the Philippines. The internet really caters to the phone service and the phone internet more so than the laptop. I don't know how they do that through their algorithms or that. I'm sure that they're able to tell the difference, but so I just decided to let things go. It all started basically, if you all remember, 2 weeks ago today, Beth, we were celebrating Beth's birthday, 40th birthday. It actually was on the 19th, and we were celebrating, I think that was the 21st of June, the Saturday, and that. So we'd used up a considerable portion of our budget that we normally have for other things in order to have that party, because Beth really deserved it, and really deserved to have the people here and the food that we had and everything else. And the big reason is that we had sold 19 piglets from a gal who had purchased from us before, who had called us during the week and said that she was going to be at our place Sunday morning in order to pick up the 19 piglets. And so we weren't too worried about budget or finances at the time, but that didn't happen. She didn't come on Sunday, she didn't come on Monday, and by Tuesday she finally contacted us that she was reneging on the pigs and would not be buying them. And of course then we were stuck with 19 piglets, when in the previous 2 weeks or so that we were saving them for her, we turned down a number of offers on the piglets, knowing that we wanted to be fair with her, and so we basically were saving them for her. Of course, that left us looking at the end of the month about 11 days away with no budget. And then if you look at Beth's videos on that same Tuesday on our trip back from Taliban, the multi-cab basically died for the last time. The mechanic that overhauled it approximately 2 to 3 weeks ago told us this is definitely the last time, and that he didn't know whether the rings would hold. It seemed to run okay for 2 weeks. On our way home it went, which means the rings went, and oil spilled into the cylinders, and then of course we barely we barely made it home, and it's parked in front here, but it's done, and the engine is basically done. Adding one more thing, people interested in the house over the course of the last month, and all at once don't hear nothing from nobody. They're promising they're going to come and take a look at it, nothing. Those three things together made for a pretty interesting beginning of the week. Here we were wondering how we were going to get through with animal feed and everything else to the end of the month. We started looking for other buyers, contacting people who had contacted us, and Nobody. They had purchased elsewhere, or were no longer interested, or were waiting or something. But like I said, here we sat with those 19 piglets, all weaned, so now we got to buy feed for them, and of course feed for the rest of our animals here. So we were looking at a pretty dire situation, and I'm very budget conscious. Boy, if you just talk to Beth, every month I plan out the budget because we haven't got a lot of money. We have no savings whatsoever. All of our money that I brought here and that I have is invested in the property here, and of course in our house in town, like I said, which we've been trying to sell, for a year. That offer was reneged last December, and I just plainly got tired of everything. I just got tired of being lied to. I just got tired of doing favors for people and then have them turn around and just not even contact us, have the common courtesy to contact us beforehand and let us know so that we can plan accordingly and that. So with basically zero budget till the end of the month, I just decided I got to go off air in order to at least save that amount of money. And then Beth on her AdSense generally makes about $100 US a month, which is 5,000 pesos. Nothing in June. She didn't make the minimum amount. So that wasn't even there for the end of the month. So after going through my piggy bank, because I saved all my change, and going through her piggy bank as we had to rip her can open with a can opener and that. And we did sell 4 piglets in the course of the next 10 days, and that we managed to basically just scrape our way through. And of course we took out credit for buying feed for the pigs for the rest of the month, which I absolutely abhor, taking credit out on anything and that, but we had no choice in this at the particular time. We did make it through to the end of the month, but those 2 weeks just turned out to be so horrendous. And then one of the individuals that did buy some pigs for us during those last 2 weeks lost 2 of them, and then blamed us for it, that we had sold her diseased pigs. Oh jeez. Oh God, and that she was thinking of reporting us and everything else, and that's why they were so cheap, because we were selling them way below, what the market is here right now. But we do that to help the locals out and to help the people out here. We did that. We were selling chickens. The going rate was 120, 130 to 140 a kilo. We sold all of our chickens 100. We were doing the same thing with the pigs because we want to do a favor for the locals here, and all at once being accused of selling diseased pigs. Yeah, that was adding just a little bit more fuel to the fire that was already going pretty good by now. Oh, golly. So, we basically offered, come on back over here, I'll give you free 2 more piglets, which since that time we've done to cover them. The general policy is here, you check the pigs over when you buy them, period. Anything wrong with them, you check them over till you find what you consider the best of the bunch, and when you drive out of this property, they're yours, period. I have no clue what happens to them after that point and that, but because of this circumstance, by that time I'd had enough, and I told them just give them two free piglets to replace the 2 that died at their place and that. And that's kind of been the story of the last couple weeks. I've also decided, and there will be an upcoming video next, to drop the price way down on the house in Taliban. Because now we have no transportation but a tricycle. and I've been trying to kind of learn how to drive that. It's a whole lot trickier than driving a bike on the road, and I've taken it out a few times, not too good at it. Lando this last week, Joanne, his wife, had a baby by C-section, a baby boy. Wow, God bless. So he has been absent for a good share of the week, which is fine. I don't mind that a bit. We were not that busy that we can't afford to have him work instead of being with his wife during this time, and that's exactly where he should be. So we're at that point now. Like I said, I took a video of the house early today, not much. Anybody that's interested in it, I dropped the price below $1 million. First come, first serve. We need to get rid of it. We especially need to look for vehicles, which, as you've seen by Beth's videos, we've been doing. But the little red thing that I was really sold on, but without having, if we'd have had the cash in our hand, we'd have had it sold yesterday, or sold today. So it's gone. Probably one of the best deals I've run into since I've been here. A really super good deal, and I actually got a chance to drive it and everything else, but not having any cash in the hand just don't help, and somebody else jumped in on it, and it's gone. And that's the second time in the last probably 2 to 3 weeks I've lost a really good deal because we just don't have the finances right now, because the house is sitting in absolute limbo and that was a $330,000 multi-cab, a special series multi-cab that they call a transformer multi-cab. Just a lot of extras on it. This one that we ran into is in mint condition. They go for 320 to 330,000 pesos. A Filipina, her husband had bought it, period. In the meantime, he had died, and she just wanted to get rid of it, and I could have had it for 200,000. Wow. That's below the price of just a regular multi-cab. And this thing was in absolute mint condition. And so you put all that together over the course of the last couple of weeks, and sometimes life just gets a whole lot frustrating, and there's certain things that you can't do, and then holding on to a house that we've been trying to get rid of and just haven't had any luck. So like I said, watch the next video coming up, because I dropped the price below $1 million. So anybody interested, watch the video. If you want to learn more about the house and all the questions and that, just go through the former videos that we have on my website, and Beth has also, and give you pretty much a lowdown what the whole thing entails. But with that new price, I'm hoping that we don't have any problem getting rid of it. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Will I be back? At this point, I'm really not sure. We get kind of our feet on the ground here a little bit more. Maybe I will. At this point, Beth is just doing her best with her YouTube site, and that's why I got involved in the first place. And that not to replace her or anything, but to get her back up, and because she was kind of down over the fact that they kind of shut her off for a while, and that for something that was pretty stupid, but they have their policy and that. So one more thing, we've had some subscribers comment that they would like to contribute and have us start a fund for replacing the multi-cab. And we've already received some money through Western Union from some subscribers. So I'm just letting you know that, boy, if you want to do that, if you want to help, boy, do we appreciate it, and God bless you if you do. All the money that we do receive is going to go into a special fund, which Beth is going to have control of here, and it will be spent on a vehicle in order to get us back out on the road. And that whether it'll be like a little vehicle, a four-wheel drive that we were looking at, or another multi-cab, I'd actually like to do both. And that something that can get us into town or down to Tagbilaran, but yet something that I can use for picking up the rice hay and of course working around the farm here too. So between all that, if you're interested, leave a comment and contact us through our emails and that. And like I said, we'd surely appreciate it. It's something that we don't normally do. We get by on our own, and I've lived a whole life of struggling from week to week, and I know what that's like, and that's my life, and I don't mind it. I've lived that way, like I said, for, 50, 60 years, 50 years. So I really don't mind it at all. And I hate asking anybody for anything. But if you'd like to help us out here, wow. Like I said, God bless you. We'd surely appreciate it. So I'm going to let everybody go here. I'll let you know if I'm going to be back. I know I've had so many, Beth has had so many questions about what happened to me and everything else. Yes, I'm still here. Yes, the farm's still here. And I'm still working as hard as I've always worked. Oh, that's not going to end no matter what happens. But sometimes you just you hit a few roadblocks, and we hit a few the last couple of weeks and ran into a few things we weren't expecting, and because we live on such a tight budget, it it really hurt. So, but we're back up and running. We always have been. We get up the next morning, it's a new day. We start out, and our faith always is in Jesus, and in just knowing that we're taken care of, and the blessings that, in spite of the bad times, Beth and I have been blessed in so many ways here, I can't even begin to count. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll probably be back again real soon here on the house. So stay tuned. Until then, God bless every single one.